Welcome back to the Dirthead Shed. This is going to be behind the scenes week on the OnX Off-Road Build Challenge.
Action camera versus action camera.
Yeah. We are at the start of the first wheelin day on the OnX Off-Road Build Challenge, and we're over here in the parking lot at Moab Rim. Today should be a pretty rad day. We've got our contestants over here. We got Nate getting some seat belts all dialed in.
We've been working on it all week.
Yep. Rudy in the rad charger. And Bleepin' Jeep, Colt and Matt in the S10. So we are going to button up a few things. Rudy's throwing a fan and a fan clutch on his rig right now. What do you say, Colt Dog?
What's up?
All right, this is the part I'm worried about. We're going to do Moab Rim, which is right behind me. But apparently we got to have 2 tow trucks with us. Rory and the guys over at Moab Motorsports brought out their 2 rigs. So we should end up, we'll probably have to tow them out. I don't know that the landcruiser's gonna be yanking that thing out of there. What's your plan for the day?
We're just here to spectate and crash and party a little bit and just have some fun. But I do kind of want to drive my stock 82 or 78 Chevy. That's an 82. That's a 78.
The 78's your new rig, right?
Yeah, newer. Yeah, it's about a year and a half old.
This thing's looking good.
But yeah, if I leave the electric blockers off, it's stock height with some slightly oversized tires, so it should do the challenge, right?
It'll do it. These things were made for doing it. We're over here at Moab Rim. This is a pretty rad obstacle. There's like a Z-turn, some big gnarly cracked doohickey, and a certain death fall to the highway if you do everything wrong.
Oh, hey.
We're putting Rudy up to it first in the rad charger. This is going to be pretty fun to watch that thing work for its first time off-road. Just making it look easy. Up there's where it gets a little more technical.
Making it that you have to worry.
Look at this, we got Ian checking texts, running a camera, and pulling audio the whole time. It's the hardest working man in show business right here. Oh, you did get Rodney Dangerfield pants.
Oh yeah,
that looks nice. It's pretty impressive that you got the stalkers up this far.
There was a lot of bumping. A lot of bumping.
Yeah.
You got it.
Here we go. We got Bleepin' Colt coming up here. Looking pretty confident. That truck is really pretty well dialed. Looking good, dudes. So rad. That truck is super cool. Here we go, he's coming up to this crack. That's a different angle on it. This is also the line I think I would take, where you swing it wide and then come back to it. Nice. That's how it's done. All right, it's go time. We gotta go see if the dumpster fire is going to make it up this trail. I think it'll be good. I just totally smashed this action cam that the camera crew put on your rig. All right, so Moab Rim is one of the trails that almost everybody comes to Moab and does, partly because it's like close to town. It is super short. It's super short. You can come out here and run this trail like after dinner. So everybody comes out here and does it. The only downside to this trail is that it is right on a cliff, which some people come to Moab because they like that thrill, and people like me don't like that thrill at all, but we tolerate it. So yeah, we're rolling up right now to the first little step ledge, and then we should be into the Devil's Crack thing here in a second. I can't really get good shots of wheels and tires, but I can sit here and get this shot. We made it up the crack there. You'll end up having to go and watch some videos on Bleepin' Jeep's page and the OnX page, because there's going to be a ton of coverage on it. That was fun. A little sketchy, but we got that out of the way. You got 3 feet. You're clear.
Now we're just idling up there. That double load's so nice, isn't it?
All right, we got Rory over here in his Trailmater tow service rig. The ramcharger has a broken traction bar bracket on the back end, so gonna bust out a little Premier Power welding on it. Nice. Woo! In green too. Nice. So Colt had brought a battery. He brought enough stuff to do some battery welding, so he's got rod and some cool little welding glasses. But Rory has the Premier Power welder on his new tow rig here, so that should make pretty quick work out of buzzing this traction bar back on. We'll go over there and check and see how it's looking. So the traction bar basically helps with wrap that you get from the leaf springs. Kind of keeps it from hopping as bad. But the problem is sometimes that bracket on the frame or on the axle can't really handle the amount of torque. So they already tried buzzing that on with a Carnage welder, and that worked pretty good, but it ended up running out of battery. So with the Premier Power welder, you don't really run out of voltage because you can keep the engine revving on this other rig. You end up with the ability to run a grinder off of it, and you can stick weld with it, and it basically creates a good charging system for your rig. Right over there, you can see Rudy sticking some rod. What a pain in the butt. There we go. Rudy's burning it in now. Nice. I think that's it. All right, we all ran up the trail and got cut loose for lunch, so it's time to turn around and go back down the trail. We got no camera crew now. We're kind of on our own, which is good. But every time I see somebody roll on this trail, it's going down. So I'm gonna make sure I'm rolling my camera. This little step down gets to be pretty sketch if you take it wrong. He got a nice straight line down it, so it's smooth. Oh, little bumper action. Oh, we got dragging bumpers everywhere. Colt just creeping down. The long wheelbase is like so nice in this thing out here. We got Nate coming down the stair steps on the Z-turn. Nice. Thing stood up. The bumper and clearance and all that stuff worked out. Thing's flexing out and doing all the things 4x4s are supposed to do. Nice. Oh, here we got Rory coming down in the dually tow truck. This thing is technically stock suspension, open diff, dually K30. I guess it would be an R30, I don't know. Get a little sketchy here, but he'll roll through it, I'm sure. Nice. That thing's flexing good. Gosh, these old Chevy trucks work amazing. Pretty rad seeing how well these trucks work. All right, we're coming up to they call it the Devil's Crack. This is kind of a really sketchy one. That's right at the start of the trail. A sketch coming up, and it's usually sketchier going down. I'll go spot for Rudy. This should put him to where he's kind of dropping both front tires off at the same time. Like I said before, this is on a flat trail. This obstacle wouldn't be that sketchy, but with the drop off to the river over here, you don't want to mess up. So he's dropping both fronts right at the same time. Perfect. You can keep it a little driver. There you go. Nice and smooth. Dialed. Okay, come driver a bunch. A bunch. Please don't fall off the edge. Nice. Colt's an old pro. It's gonna start dropping. He's articulated a little bit, but it's not sketchy enough to where it's gonna be a problem. There he goes. That other's gonna drop. Boom. Smooth. This is a good line right here.
Look at that front leaf spring.
Yeah, they're doing their job.
They did a lot of things.
Nice. Good work, mister.
Thank you.
A little more driver. Nice.
There you go.
Smooth. Keep it a little driver.
Okay. You're there.
I've got my exit route.
This is gonna have a lot of flex down that.
Yeah.
Good thing it's the flexes. I think it may just grab it.
Yeah.
There you go. Yep.
Nice.
I made it for that.
Good work.
Yeah.
All right, that's it for Moab Rim. I gotta go put this thing back on the charger. It is dead. This is cool. All right, it's day 3 on this trip. Yesterday was doing some challenges, changing some drive shafts, and totally dominating. Good work.
We did all right.
Today is road day, so we are road tripping out of Moab, hitting the road, heading up into the mountains. I believe we're heading towards Colorado. Right now we are on LaSalle Loop Road, and I've never been out here, but everybody says it's super cool. Look at this campsite. Bleeping Colt's over there putting his shoes on. Matt's still sleeping over there. I got my stuff broke down. I had to get out of here because I was just like laying in bed, swatting at flies, driving me nuts. It's like some sort of old-time torture device. How was your camp night?
Bees everywhere.
Yeah, it's totally ridiculous. I have 3% battery life. I'm going somewhere else to charge. It's beautiful, but we might have malaria. All right, we made it on the road. Nate was checking coolant over here. How's it looking, Nate?
Foamy.
Looking foamy.
before it was not foamy, and now it is foamy. So there has been a change in our status.
Yeah, yesterday we got this thing pretty darn hot on some gravel roads, and I think our head gasket problem got a little bit worse.
I think so too. It wasn't overheating, just as we were going up in elevation.
It was getting darn hot.
It was getting hot. It was going up from like half to like 3/4, not in the red yet.
Hi guys.
Hey guys, what you doing?
We're just checking our foam levels, checking our oil coolant ratios out. It's all good.
I know this feeling
What feeling?
of filling up the radiator of a Toyota.
That foam feeling?
Is it okay?
We haven't had any temp issues. It's just the. I mean, yesterday when we were climbing though, I put it in 4 lows so it would cool.
Yeah.
But that was the first time I've had anything like that.
What's up, doggy?
What's up, dude?
What's up with you? All right, we're gonna fill this thing up and go hit the road. This guy's got something cool planned for us.
And yeah, I mean,
Check it out. We're on the road. What a rad place. Little shot from the inside. We got headlamps and charging cords and Garmin's and phone holders and kids' bracelets.
yeah.
Snacks over here. Nice cold watery Gatorade.
Toyotas.
Coffee. More charging units. And all our gear back there. I think the only thing this Toyota's lacking is a working head gasket and cup holders. Check, check. We're cruising along, is this Beaver Creek down in this canyon, right?
Something like, yeah, Beaver Creek, that's right.
It's pretty rad. It's a beautiful area, like rad campsites that we just passed. I have no idea where we're going. I believe we were trying to do Black Bear Pass today, but Black Bear is closed for weather and repair. So we were cruising along, following Ian, and hopefully we find something pretty cool. How's this thing handling for you?
It drives like a stock truck. It's one of the best driving vehicles I have built on 39s. The only exception would be my wife's Gladiator. The thing obviously drives great, but no, it's handling amazing. The steering feels nice and light. It really just drives like a stock Land Cruiser. I like it a lot.
I had a stock Land Cruiser, and the only suspension mod I did was these Fox shocks that this thing is running, and it was like game changer. So good. This one being on bigger tires is pretty impressive, and the fact that you threw 529s in it, we're getting like no gear noise, like no adverse effects from re-gearing it, which is pretty cool right out of the gate. Cruising through the Aspens. We just aired tires down and got camera crew up ahead of us, so we should be getting some rad drone shots that you'll be able to see on the OnX YouTube page. This is gonna be rad. We're getting close to tree line, which Colt was saying is like 10,000 feet up here. Don't mind the Subaru that got up here. We are hardcore.
Ignore the Prius.
Hardcore. Good.
It was not good.
So we just topped off again with as much water as we had. We just cleared tree line, and it is climbing again. We got the heater cranked on full.
See there, it's going up.
It's going up and down. It's doing its thing.
It's doing its thing.
All right, we're gonna keep rolling. I will keep you updated. There's sketchy shit, bro. Yeah. This is not my kind of thing.
Not your cup of tea?
No, I'm not a big fan of shelf roads and elevation, so this is a little sketchy for me.
At least it's nice and wide.
It is a pretty wide road. Ready? How's the ramcharger?
It's good, except up that we slowly creeped up on temperature for that. So that I'm just trying to get some air moving through the radiator right now to get us back to a more comfortable temperature so we don't vapor lock it.
Ours on the other hand is doing terrible.
Oh, that's awful.
Did you explain what you saw at that last stop, which we didn't? You're gonna have to use hand signals because we weren't able to film it.
Well, it was like Nate was just there, just undoing the cap, and then all of a sudden it was like Old Faithful. And it like went for like 12 seconds, just straight up into the hood, just hot water and coolant everywhere.
I was sitting in the truck and I was like, whoa, what do you do? Why do you do that? That's a bad move.
Yeah,
it was crazy.
It was insane, but I mean,
you're doing a good job. I'm stoked for you and your new build. This thing's gonna be awesome.
Thanks. Yeah, we're definitely got some tweaks to make to get all the little gremlins out of it. But
that's part of it. That's building trucks. I think we're about to make it to the top of this pass. This is pretty crazy. It is definitely above tree line.
yeah,
There is
nothing's growing up here.
nothing but like shale rock up here. It's pretty amazing. Camera guys are up here at the pass sign. We gotta stop here so we can get a rad shot for the real video. You're gonna have to go and find that elsewhere. Mine's kind of the garbage video. Who's the worst videographer of all time? This guy. We made it to the Ophir Pass. Everybody's rig is making it over the pass. It looks like we have some overheating issues still. Rudy is over there cooling his rig down. Colt said his was running a little bit hot towards the end there, but it's not that bad. Good work, fellers.
Yeah, you too. We're all here.
We are here. We are rolling down $1 Million Highway towards Ouray.
We're not to have one of those Pike Peak accidents here.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
Probably not the right rig to be railing the corners in right there.
I'm not trying to make you uncomfortable.
I'm not,
Wow,
I'm
look at how much he was leaning there.
I'm talking about
I am not
him,
doing
not
that.
you.
You might have just pulled a tire there, Rudy.
Yeah, dude, Rudy was getting
That was a pretty good lean.
This is pretty cool. This is our campsite for the night. There's some mosquitoes here, but not as bad as the other night. We've also got our friend Stephen Watson over here. Showed up and he came bearing gifts. This is a little different than the last time we saw Stephen Watson.
We got cool stuff. This is not it.
That's not it. Check this out.
Not it.
This is top secret stuff for an upcoming build. You might recognize that as being awesome.
Yeah, we got that.
Oh, dang. Oh, there's all kinds of stuff. Shift boots and stuff. So,
Here.
this is,
This is the really cool stuff.
yeah. Whoa. All right, this is just teaser for the next few videos. You'll see cool stuff happen into that red Ford. Tomorrow, we ride. Rudy, what are your bets on wheeling tomorrow?
I think I'm gonna guess 3, just to be safe. You know, just safe bet.
Rudy thinks he's getting third place is what he says right there. No, tomorrow we wheel some hardcore trails, and there was some sort of challenge, because there's challenges and everything nowadays. And it was, how many times are you going to winch on these hardcore trails? He says 3. I don't think he's going to have to winch at all. It's going to be good. But yeah, we got Steven out here, and he's going to be running tail and probably recovery in the white Chevy pickup over there. Or I'm sorry, the gentleman Chevy.
It's a gentleman Chevy.
All right, we'll see y'all in the morning. Yeah, we've got a bunch of wheelers over here on the right. Today is the last day of the OnX Build Challenge. We are rolling to some trails in Colorado outside of Montrose, and it's gonna be awesome. It looks like we're getting into the trail now. See if we can test out some sliders or anything here. It is pretty amazing how smooth this thing is.
Yeah, it's soft.
All right, I'm getting out. I gotta get some shots of this thing working from outside the car. Ain't nobody gonna watch a video of me hanging my arm out the window the whole time. Come on. It's pretty wild how well just pulling that pin did for making this thing flex. Wild how much better it is. These things aren't really known for flexing all that much. And just with new shocks, pulling a pin and a little spring spacer, this thing is kicking butt. Up here we got Stephen Watson kind of leading the trail in his, what do you call this truck, Watson?
Officially it's the Ouray K2500.
Okay. All right, I'm going up here. We got some big rocks. This is what we're here for. This is what we're here for. Ah, this is good stuff. Here we go. What do you think, John?
Finally, some rocks.
I know.
Get the rocks going.
It looks like this is the exit too.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Hey, Dave.
Hi, how's your hike?
That's good, man. It's
Cam,
fun.
You just want to wake up,
We're doing good.
go for a nice hike.
Life's good. Cameras. Camera 1 guy, camera 2 guy. Big maps guy.
Yep. Big into maps.
Yeah.
Oh man. Love it. Man, I want a cool truck. Feels like I always overcomplicate them. Maybe my red Ford can be that good. I got the Lexus over here, getting it done.
When I ran this trail, I was like, oh, that poor ramcharger.
Yeah.
And a little.
We just had Watson go up through this little V-notch in his trail truck, and his trail bed was all over that rock. Which means we got a bunch of full-bodied rigs that are also going to be all over that rock. I really think the landcruiser might be able to get between everything, especially since it's got narrow axles. It might not have to climb that rock at all, but we will see. Here we go, first big obstacle on this trail. We got Nate coming up in the Lexus.
How into the door do you want to get?
Cleaned it? Nice. Good work. Yeah, it does. This is that big V-notch, wedge notch, pinch rock.
Dave, would you be able to spot me on that?
Yep.
Right?
Crossing. You've got to, if you hold straight, you're going to be good not climbing that rock. Little driver. Nice. Let those tires work, man. A little bit into the door there. Just barely kissed the door a little bit. That poor door. Yeah, looks good. Yeah, your little wingy bat thingy on the back works.
Alright, good.
You cannot, we can't have nice things and expect, you can't have nice things and expect to go four-wheeling. Like, it just doesn't happen.
Oh wow, I got it pretty good. Huh?
All right, we made it into Calamity. This is the next and final trail on the OnX Off-Road Build Challenge, which means this is going to be the hardest trail we do. This one should be straight up legit rock crawling. With a little bit of help from Colt and him sitting on the roof and pushing off that rock, we got clear through this obstacle. Now Colt is coming up it Again, this is why you're going to have to go to OnX's page and everybody else's to get full coverage on all of this. It's really hard to capture much when you're riding shotgun. This rock over here, that's where what we were worried about. You can see up on top of it, it's got a ton of glass. Colt's getting kind of wild style on it. Got the mirror pulling itself in. That rear's climbing. Front's dropping in this hole. He's going to have to climb this big rock. He's really in there.
He's really in there.
There we go. It's going to climb right up this now. And then I'll pivot back around into this rock. There it is. All right, we got Rudy coming up in the ramcharger. This is what this rig's made for. Oh. Oh, it's so close. Coming down. Oh my gosh. Amazing.
Good job.
Killed it. Well done. It happens every now and then.
The good stuff.
Tomorrow you'll look back and be like, that was awesome.
I'm never doing that again.
Yeah. This is a pretty rad trail. These are giant rocks, big holes, flexing out rigs, doing all the things that we're all here to do. Look at that. I'm trying to shoot with Nate's phone and my GoPro all in one shot. Yeah. There we go. Look at that thing work. Solid performance, Mr. Nate.
Thank you, sir.
Sick. Four-wheeling's fun, yeah.
Oh, with gears, this is gonna be so fun.
This is Watson in his white truck, shop truck, Ouray truck.
Watson doing Watson things.
Yeah. If all goes well, he's just gonna walk this, but I've known Watson well enough to where he will give it the beans when it's needed. There we go. Gosh, that looks good. There he goes. Nice. Oh, he had it. That was it. Nice. Good work, Steven. Wheelin's fun. What do you think? You should be able to pull about the same line.
He did that like a transformer.
Yeah.
Pop, pop.
Yep. Super good. All right. Guess who's next? Nate is next.
All right.
I'm gonna hang out and try to spot Nate on this. This thing is a giant ledge for that little, relatively stock rig to be trying to climb. Come on, little Toyota axles, do your thing. All the traction in the world right there. It's gonna push. Ah, climb! Climb!
Oh, I wanted to climb it.
There we go. I could throw a couple rocks and we could make that a little less sketchy.
Bulldozing. I can feel the rear coming that way, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's bulldozing.
You know,
We
you
either need
haven't.
to pull a cable or stack rock.
Nice. There we go. Now it's climbing and it's pivoting. It's doing all its things. Watson's getting tugged around. Drive it. Nice. Good work. Cameron's over here flying little electric bird cameras. Oh dang, Colt's already into the obstacle.
Oh, he forgot his locker.
He's gonna have to run back to the gym. There's the line. That was like the easy one. Give it the beans, Colt. Give it the beans. Really? That was it?
That was all the beans.
All right, Rudy. That's pretty good. No, it's pretty good. That was the line Watson did. Oh! You pooped out all your gear.
Lightened up.
Nice. There you go. Rudy's getting pretty wild here. Look at this thing. All the gear puked out down there on the ground. There it is.
Wow, that's very cool. Oh,
there we go. Get it off that rock. There you go. Roll through it. Nice. Yeah. Clean.
that wing helped out.
It did. All that downforce from the new spoiler. Good work, my dude.
Oh, that was fun.
Solid. It's getting wild in the streets. Wild in the streets. Colt's over here on this gnarly rock ledge. Nate's over here about to get to this other gnarly rock ledge that Stephen Watson just had to absolutely beat on his truck to get past. This trail's no joke. Colt has had his eye on this high left line all day, and he's about to prove that all of us were doing it wrong. It's gonna drop in pretty good. Dude, he's killing it. Man, Colt's driving that thing like he's owned it for 100 years. It's crazy.
Like each thing that was going over, like the axle just barely would miss, and the drive shaft just barely would miss.
Dude, Colt is wiping this trail clean. Colt, you shouldn't have bet any winches. Oh man, it's not done yet. We've got ledges to get out over here. We got Nate on this ledge over here. Okay. There you go.
Got it. Don't let off. Don't let off.
Keep going.
Got it.
Nice. Good work. Nate was able to get this thing up the last ledge. It's gonna drive onto the trailer. Success. Good work, my dude.
Engine still works. It's gonna get a new head gasket and a little bit of polishing, I think. But I mean, I'm pumped. It drives, dude.
Yeah. That was an
nasty.
insane trail system to be running this station wagon up. Thanks for watching. That's going to be it for this Dirt Head Shed. If you want to see more of this stuff, go over to Rudy's Adventure Design, go over to Bleep and Jeep, go over to the OnX Off-Road YouTube channel, and you will have more footage than you'll know what to do with. It's going to be awesome.